Welcome to San Antonio Sports Motivation Monday. I am Mandy Adkins, and today we have the great pleasure of visiting with one of San Antonio's best known athletes, Jesse James Leija, who is one of the most accomplished professional boxers in the history of San Antonio. So James, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. For those of you who may not know, Leija won the WBC World Super Featherweight title in 1994 and then captured the IBA World Lightweight Championship in 1998. And that is when he became San Antonio's only two-time world champion. And over his 16-year career, he won 2 world titles, had 9 world title fights, and defeated 15 world contenders, 3 Olympians, and retired with a record of 47-7-2 with 19 knockouts, which is just incredible. He's also a member of the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame. And after retiring from boxing, James opened Champion Fit Gym in 2005. And its current home is on San Pedro, where a wide range of individuals from teenagers to mothers to professionals and amateur boxers, as well as professional boxers, can all come together and get fit. So James, thank you so much for being here. And it's an honor to chat with you and hear a little bit more about your story.
Thank you so much.
So tell us, to get us started, tell us a little bit about how your gym has fared and how your business is dealing with the restrictions that have been put in place due to the coronavirus.
Well, it's been tough, like everything else and everyone else. I opened my gym 16 years ago, and not knowing if it was going to work or not, but my main people that I wanted to target were businessmen and businesswomen. And I had no idea if that was going to work. So we opened up and it was a hit right off the bat. And, we've been doing well. We were getting ready to expand and to move to a different gym, a bigger gym last July. Some things happened. Then COVID hit at the early, March, and that really hurt us. But, we kept trying to do everything we could, keep everybody separated and, everybody wearing masks. And so we've been trying to do that. But the business was hurt as well. But we kept plugging along. People kept saying, don't close it down. We need it. We still need you. And now, we're up and, we're growing now slowly but surely. And we're going to get ready to hopefully go into that bigger gym next month.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah. So in other words, don't ever quit. Don't, just keep plugging along and good things happen.
Yep. There you go. Well, for you, what is the relationship like between physical activity and mental health?
I knew it was something different when I was fighting and early on. I knew that there was something when I ran and ran whatever miles and worked out. I just always felt so much better when I come home and with the kids and with my wife and just in social gatherings. I just was always so relaxed and so, easy to be around, I guess. And maybe I wasn't so much before, and now that I have all my clients, so many of my clients, businessmen and women, tell me, you don't know what this does for me, besides physical, but just more mental, because they're able to relax more and think faster, quicker, and think with a calm mind. And it's just overwhelming how many people say, thank you so much. They thank me and my crew at my gym for helping them out, not only physically, but mentally as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's amazing how many folks I've talked to just through this series that have said, I'm a better husband, friend, sibling when I work out. And it's so true that mental health aspect of it is just so critical.
I've had some of the wives come to me and tell me, thank you so much for doing this for my husband. He's so much better to be around now.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing, because mental stress is really, really tough and can really wear you down and break you down, and not just mentally, but physically as well. And right. So you know, I can see where, matter of fact, like for myself, I've had maybe 2 or 3 sinus infections in my life. Okay. Never had, I only had one when I turned 50. I had one maybe a year ago. But before that, I haven't been sick since I was 19 years old. I haven't
Wow.
been with a cold or a flu or anything. And because I'm always in the gym, I'm always working out. I have a good, I guess I have a great human, you know, immune system. And maybe it's genetics, maybe it's not. Maybe it's because I'm always in the gym, I'm always working out. There's something to that relationship. Not only that, my wife works out. We don't get sick. My boys work out all the time. They're at the gym all the time. And we're, knock on wood, we're healthy, and you know, it helps on medical bills.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, and kind of leading to that, my next question for you was going to be, do you believe that fitness is a hedge against sickness and helping prevent sickness?
It's, I mean, there's so many studies on this. You know, I've looked it up before. There's so much studies about physical fitness and mental health and mental illnesses that they work hand in hand together. One can't do without the other.
Right.
And you know, there's days when, you know, people go for a run and say, I have this natural high. I feel so good. Well, that's a mental high, and that's so good. And it could work vice versa. If you're in a great mood, you're ready to take on the world physically as well. You can go for runs. You feel great about your run. It works both ways. If I was, you know, having a good day, I go for a long run. I come back, I'm great. You know, I'm ready to take on the world.
Right. Yep. It's so true. It's all interconnected.
It is 100%.
So tell us a little bit about how you have personally stayed positive in this uncertain world.
Like I said, it was very tough for us in March, April, May, June. We're just now starting to build back up. But throughout my whole career, I started fighting at the age of 19 when I started fighting, in 1985. In 88, I turned pro. In 1988, one of my dad's best friends gave me a book about positive thinking, mental health and positive thinking. And so ever since I read that book, it changed my life. Not only because of what I was going to do in the fight, how I was believing in myself and everything I did, but having an outlook, a great outlook on what's to come. And I have so many books in my here at my house about feeling good about yourself, being mental tough, not backing out for anything. And the first book was the Book of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. That was the first book I read, and like I said, it changed my life. And now I don't take on anything or do anything without having a positive outlook. It's going to happen. One of my friends a few years ago told me life is like the ocean. You're gonna have your ups and downs like the seashore, like the sea. You have the water comes in and it goes away. That's life. It's gonna happen. So if you think you're having a bad day, just stick around. Something good will come back.
Yep.
Yeah. And what's the alternative? To think bad all the time? You can, but that's not very fun, you know. So I always tell my friends, just wait a few days, something good's gonna happen. Just keep going.
Right. Yeah, that's such great perspective.
When the water rises, it will fall, but when it falls, it will also rise.
Yeah.
You have to look at it that way.
It's
and everything.
So true. So true. In regard to that and kind of staying positive, do you have any tips for folks who might be watching on ways to stay motivated?
You know, it's stay motivated is your thoughts. It's a frame. It's what you think and how you react to things that happen. Like I said, we had a bad 3 months. I mean, it was terrible. I was paying stuff out of my pocket. I was whatever I had to do, but I knew something good was going to happen. I knew. I've always believed in, even when I was fighting people, I always said the harder I work, the luckier I get. I just keep my nose to the grindstone and keep pushing away. But good things happen for people that work hard and are determined. It's going to happen. And the way I look at it too is early on when I first started reading my book, but every day I look into the mirror. I always talk to that person. I always tell that person, what can I do today to make better than what I did yesterday? How can I better myself today than what I did yesterday? And that person in the mirror will always tell you the truth. He'll tell you if you did what you're supposed to do, or he'll tell you if he didn't tell you, or what you didn't do. So he's always going to tell you the truth. So you have to be careful with that as well.
Yep.
He's always going to be honest with you. You may not like what he tells you back, but it's the truth.
Yep. That's so true. The best, well, my dad obviously gave me lots of advice growing up, but what pinged my memory was when you said your reaction, and it's so true. My dad always raised me that there's situations that you have no control over, but what you can control is your reaction.
Exactly.
So,
and how you react to it and how you're going to look towards
yep.
it in a fight. And here's the funny thing. And I always have, my boys would always say, you always referring back to fights. I said, that's what I did all my life.
Yeah.
That's what I know. That's what I do. But there's things in the fight game, which is a lot like life. You're going to get hit. You're going to get a few lumps and bruises. You're going to fall down every once in a while. But how do you react to it? Do you fall down and say, I'm done, I give up? Or do you say, you know what, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it better when I get back up?
Yeah.
And you always believing that I'm better than this.
Mm-hmm.
I can be better. I will be better. And without second guessing yourself, give yourself everything. Just say, I'm going to do better. I'm going to have a great business. I'm going to have a great fight. I'm going to have a great speech. Because you have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in yourself?
Right.
Yeah.
So true. So true. Well, our San Antonio Sports Alpha Warrior Team Tough Challenge is underway, and the event is all about connecting students and motivating them to be fit at home as they begin to engage in school activities. And so can you talk a little bit about the importance of fitness and nutrition, especially for teenagers in that high school age group of athletes?
Yeah, and being in high school, young teenagers, and you get away with a little bit more. As if you're active, you get to eat a little bit more because you have a higher metabolism. You're going to burn more calories than usual. But you have to look at yourself as a Ferrari or a Porsche or a Lamborghini. You only can put great fuel into that car. I always tell my clients, if you had a Lamborghini, you're not going to put the cheapest gas in that Lamborghini. You put the best fuel, and you have to look at yourself that way. Look at yourself as a Ferrari. Look at yourself as a Lamborghini. You're a great machine, an incredible machine. You want to feed that the right fuel, and don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat that car out. Don't cheat all that horsepower you have just because you want to eat the wrong foods. I'm not saying everything in moderation, as my wife says, everything in moderation. But when you're an athlete, you always have to really be strict on yourself and really eat the right foods and give yourself the proper nutrition to go forward and to give your best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And as we close out, James, have there been any silver linings for you over the past few months?
Every day is a silver lining for me. I look at it that way. Every day is a great day. Every day I'm above ground is a great day. Every day I'm in the gym and interacting with my clients and pushing my clients to be their best is a great day. You have to, like I said, when the water rises, it's also going to fall. When it falls, it's also going to rise. So I'm always looking for that water to rise. I'm always waiting for that water to rise because I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy every day. I have to. I love being in the gym. I love working out with people and training and getting people their best. Not only training people hard, but making them believe in themselves. Like, you know what? I can do this workout. I can be better. I can lose 10 pounds. I can lose 50 pounds. I can do it. All I have to do is have a great mental state that knowing that I'm going to do it. And it's not second guessing yourself. It's just doing it.
Right.
There's that old saying, if you think you can or you can't, you're probably right.
So true. So true. Well, James, thank you so much for chatting with us today and sharing some of your wisdom. We really appreciate it. And we wish you all the best as you get ready to move into your new gym. Where will your new location be?
We will be on Broadway and 410, just inside the Loop, right next to the Whataburger and right next to Cane's Chicken.
Awesome.
We'll go to work out hard and then eat some good food.
There you go. That's a great location. Well, thank you so much for your support and your help today. And we wish you all the best in your move. And as you all continue to navigate kind of the uncharted territory that you all are walking through right now.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.